Hi, my name is Madison Bordenbaum, and I am interviewing for an internship position at Alabama News Network, WAKA.
How do you think a friend or a professor who knows you well would describe you?
I think the first key adjective would be hardworking. I'm very dedicated to my studies and to my friends, and I put forth my best efforts to be there for them and to do my best in all of my studies. Another key adjective would be very inquisitive. I'm very, I want to be doubly sure of everything always, and I want to be sure that I have the correct meaning. So I am sure to ask a lot of questions so that I am sure that I'm clear and concise and I understand everything that is being told to me.
What are your short-term goals?
My first short-term goal is, of course, to graduate college from Huntington, just to secure that degree. Secondly, I would really love to pursue a career in broadcast television or the film industry. So I really think that it would be amazing for me to get an internship with your company and just to be able to get my foot in the door to achieve those short-term goals and to be involved in television broadcast in any way that I can.
What are the most important rewards you expect in your career?
The most important rewards, the first is definitely to be able to share the stories that I've poured my heart and soul into creating. So content that can be shared with millions of people and just to see the way that humanity can connect through media. Another reward is the possibility of traveling. I really, really value traveling and see that as a vital tool of education and connecting with a lot of different cultures, and so to be able to do that for a career I think would be extremely rewarding.
Tell me about a project you initiated. What did you do, and what was the outcome?
As a freshman, I had the pleasure of serving as Vice President of Communications for my sorority Alpha Omicron Pi. This allowed me to manage media and create websites, and one of the first big projects that I took on was to revamp our media alumni relations, which I decided I would do with some polling opportunities with our alumni chapter around in the River region. This was just to see the best ways to communicate with these older sisters and to be sure that they are still involved in all of our sorority happenings and just really dedicating themselves to our philanthropy still. I began this with a polling survey that I used on Facebook through SurveyMonkey, and I learned that the best way to communicate with them was through Facebook. So then I began a Facebook media campaign which allowed younger sisters who are current members of my sorority to interact with older sisters and to share pictures from major events. And I also got to interact with older sisters and alumni members and just to be sure that they still feel involved in like vital members of our chapter. The outcome was actually we got a reward for our alumni relations because we were able to communicate with them daily through Facebook and also a mailing list with MailChimp, which kept them updated on all new activities and just allowed them to share their old memories with us. It was really great.
What motivates you to put forth your greatest effort?
I think that my greatest motivator would be myself and my just drive to succeed. I am becoming more and more confident as I am in my college journey, and I am constantly inspired by the women and men around me who push me to be the greatest version of myself. And I've always had a strong desire to succeed and to be in the entertainment world, and so I think my passion is really a driving force for that, and I'm very passionate about succeeding.
How has your college experience prepared you for your career?
That's such a great question. My time at Huntington has been amazing. It has taught me so much about being confident in myself and believing in my own abilities. Throughout my time at Huntington, I've had the amazing opportunity to be a student recruiter, which allows me to give tours to incoming students, and as well as held various different officer positions within my sorority and various internships around the Montgomery community, which has really taught me how to be flexible, number one, and how to be confident in my abilities no matter what that be, whether it be in media relations, human contact. Just being a leader has been very, very stressed to me, and I've learned how to be very confident in myself, and I think that's very valuable for a career field, just to know that I am capable of doing the work that is asked of me in whatever job that may be. I think college has been a great teacher for that.
Tell me, what do you know about our company?
I know that Alabama News Network offers local news very fast, which is amazing. But I also know that you guys offer two pretty great networks, in my opinion, ABC and the CW, which produce some of my favorite television shows. So I know that I would be able to be a part of that in any capacity, and I would really love that. I also had the pleasure of meeting with one of your chief videographers, Bill Gill, and he taught me a lot about just the way that you guys interact with the community and the way that you are so dedicated to teaching your employees. And I find that to be something that is very valuable in today's world, to deliver accurate news timely, and also just to pour into your employees and make sure that they are getting proper training. And I think that would be really great to be a part of, especially at such a young age.
Are you willing to travel?
Absolutely. As I mentioned earlier, I love to travel, and so an opportunity to travel for my career, especially if I got the amazing opportunity to be working in the newsroom, I think it would be very great to be able to connect with local people and to learn their stories and to put those out there. So I would be more than willing to travel wherever this internship asked of me.
What have you learned from your past mistakes?
Wow, another really great question. I think the most important thing that I've learned from my mistakes is to ask questions, to be inquisitive. I think a lot of times when I was younger, I was very scared to ask questions and be afraid of looking like I didn't know anything. And through my mistakes, I've learned that it is far better to ask questions and to be sure than it is to make unnecessary mistakes. And I've also definitely learned the value of owning up to your mistakes. So everybody makes them, and it's really important not to beat yourself up for your mistakes, but rather to take accountability and to be responsible and say, hey, I didn't do the best that I should have, but I'm ready to learn from that and to bounce back.
Well, it looks like I'm all out of questions. Tell me, do you have any for me?
Yes, I've got a couple of questions for you. So first, I would really love to work in the newsroom. Could you tell me a little bit more about what a newsroom internship would look like? Another question would be, what other internship opportunities are there for your company specifically, and what do you think the hours would be? Thank you.